What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today guys, we're going to be starting off with a draft. Tuesday 6 p.m, it's almost 7 p.m. by the time I'm recording this on Tuesday. I know this is Wednesday's episode. EA just released nothing, right? Like no new season objectives, so I've still just got to do week 2 gold and daily objectives and that's it. No new milestone, no new league SBCs. Player of the month Nabry, who is a good card and a decent price. I don't want to say he's good value for coins, but he's definitely not bad value for coins. But it would just be another right mid for me that I don't need. So I have nothing to play for because it's not a promo week. And I think during off promo weeks, we're going to spend a lot more time in the draft just because... 43-1, very nice. Just because there's nothing else really to play for outside of the game, and I will be 100% taking Dalglish, man. He is such a good card in this game. One of my favourite players in this game so far, actually. And let's take Marco Reus, another quality player here. You might confuse this with Draft to Glory. It will be a very similar layout to Draft to Glory. We'll draft live. I'll put the packs in and the gameplay in. The packs probably won't be live. I will record it live just in case I hit something massive. In which case then that will be live, but otherwise it will just be post-com. But yeah, Marco Reus there, very, very nice with the artist chem style. Hopefully we can get another one of the good cams. I mean, I'll take that Dybala. I like that Bruno Fernandes card as well. A card that I used to use early on in the game cycle, but we just couldn't sustain using him really, could we? Let's take Bittencourt just for some chemistry for the time being, but I'm happy with my squad so far. Dalglish, Reus and Dybala will be good. I'm sure we'll get a Messi or a Ronaldo. Ooh, Lucas Torreira. That Ndidi card has its merits, right? Great defending and physical and good pace. But Torreira is way better rounded, way more passing, way more dribbling. Sure, less physical, but he's got 88 stamina and 89 aggression. That's a quality card. And obviously lots of links to him as well. Oh man, that's perfect. Kante road to the final as well. Just probably the best CDM in the game outside of take Edison, Premier League. Outside of icons, pretty much. So we're gonna have to go Premier League. I mean, that's a good start. We could take Godin if we wanted, but we'll take Socrates. Strong links to Torreira, soft links into Edison, which gives us some leeway to build into some other areas here or there as we get absolutely nothing. So Spain, Belgium, is there a French left back? Yeah, we'll take the Frenchman. We'll pop him over there, and then we can trade over Socrates to Torreira's side again in a second and link him with Coman, which is great because now when Kyle Walker shows up, Hector Bellerin would be ideal, but when Kyle Walker shows up, because he always shows up, he can go in there. That puts us to 98 chemistry. Now, other than our left back and our centre cam, our team's actually brilliant. And I'm sure we'll be able to get the right chem and the right chem boosts in here. We're going to get another road to the final goalkeeper. We'll take Hugo Lloris on a basic chem style as well. That's a really nice addition to the squad. Come on, give me some nice cards here. Ooh, we do. We get that Javier Zanetti. He goes in there. It doesn't give us a chem boost, but obviously it's a big upgrade from the silver left back. I just want to put Kante over on that side. And can we get ourselves another big card? Oh my god. Do I take Big Verge? We'd have to really, wouldn't we? It would be rude not to. We'll shove him in there instead of Socrates, who's not bad by the way, but my defense and my 2 CDMs are brilliant. My striker and 2 cams are brilliant. It's just that central cam. This might well be my best draft ever at this point. If we can get ourselves an amazing cam, we'll take Pepe for a sub there. If we can get like Socrates or something like that, I mean, there you go. Socrates is right there. This definitely could constitute towards my best ever draft. 4 icons in here now as well, 7 picks to go. We got a lot of potential on this one. Oh, that's a bit of a letdown. We could easily get a 189 out of this as well. What are we going to get here? Kieran Trippier, Mohamed Salah. We'll take him as a super sub. He puts us up to an 87 rated. 5 picks to go. What would be the dream here? The ideal here would be getting Messi for a sub. Maybe getting road to the final Son to start and put him in instead of one of those other 2 cams. There's Messi for the sub. I know Mbappe was there as well, but I've got to be going for that Lionel Messi. He's definitely going to put us up to an 88 rated as well. He's not actually. That's crazy. 4 picks to go. Come on, give me that road to the final Son. Not quite. 79 can upgrade the 77. Next up, a 90 Ter Stegen. We'll take him for the rating. Real potential of getting a 189 here. With 2 picks to go. If we can get a big upgrade on that Suso, we should be in a good spot. Bergwijn will take as a sub. He does upgrade Suso. And we've got a chance to upgrade Pepe as well. So if we do get a huge player here, Ronaldo or something like that would be good. We're not going to. We get Pau Lopez. But that draft is brilliant. My attacking quartet is solid as. My defense and CDMs are absolutely brilliant as well. There's no real way to get more chemistry on anyone. So it's going to have to be 7s around. So a Premier League manager would be ideal. And then we'll get into the draft so we don't get one. So what do we need? French, Uruguay, Germany, Argentina. So we could either go with Argentina and get Dybala up or Germany to get Royce up. I think we'll go for Royce because Dybala will probably be the guy that comes off for Messi. But overall, guys, that is a monster draft. Really, really good. And so, if I hit something crazy, you're going to know straight away because we'll be live for the packs before we see the gameplay. If, however, the packs are just average or worse, we'll see the gameplay and then the packs. But that is the squad, guys. Let's get into the action. All right, guys. So that was probably the quickest draft I've won this year. We've got 3-0 rage quit, first, second round. 1-0 rage quit 10 minutes in the semi-final and a 4-2 rage quit in the final. It was getting a bit stressful in the final there. He went 2-1 up and I was just peppering his goal. Just couldn't break it down. But we brought Messi on in the second half. King Kenny done bits and is just generally unbelievable in this game yet again. We made a video on him, a draft video, what 3-4 weeks ago, saying, you know, King Kenny is the real GOAT. He's just unreal. I don't know what it is about him. Maybe it's the 5-star, 4-star. Maybe it's the insane agility and balance, the great pace, the great shooting, some special icon trait. I don't know, but he is absolutely mental. We're now 32 draft wins from 58 entries. There you go, 3-0, 3-0, 1-0, 4-2. What do we get as our rewards? Oh, fantastic. 2 mega packs and a premium gold pack. That's more like, and that again, guys, just comes back down to why I play draft more than I play anything else right now. It's just, for me, the most enjoyable game mode out there with immediate response in terms of rewards, you know, like 77.5K's worth of packs for 15K. You can't go wrong. I've only got 2 trade pile spaces, so I'm going to have to be very careful. Into Miami CF. I've never seen that badge before. I'm going to hold on to that. It looks like I'll get 400 or 500 coins for that. And then Fran Sol there. Could potentially be selling for a bit, but I don't want to get stuck with... it looks like he's being price fixed at 1,200. I don't want to get stuck with the player. He's been price fixed crazy at 1,200. Okay, I'm not trying to sell him. We'll get rid of him. So getting Bender in there as well is pretty good. He always spikes in price. Right now he's only 1,000 coins, but he'll typically go up towards 12, 15, 1,800, maybe 2,000 coins. And then 2 mega packs, guys. Can we get our first icon on the packed icon anyway on the road to glory? It doesn't look like we can. We do get a board. It's an inform. That's not bad. That's 10K. German inform. It might even be worth a bit, the German inform, because of the Serge Gnabry SBC. So Hennings there. He's not really worth anything at all either. Morata as well. El Shaarawy. Some more consumables and such, which aren't bad. Some fitness cards, position modifiers. Very nice. 3 duplicate. Wow! 5,000 coin unlock. So with the inform and the 5K, that alone is the profit here. And then a couple of players that are absolutely dead for value. So phenomenal, guys. We're going to end up making probably like 20 to 40,000 coins profit out of this draft, depending on what we get here in this final pack. It's another board or walkout. Happy signs. It's a blue. It's a walkout blue, but that doesn't always mean anything. Is that going to be Handanovic? Oh my God, fantastic. Absolutely spectacular. What a draft that was. 88 rated blue Handanovic. He's not like crazy coins, like 20K or something, but we probably just made about 70, 80K profit in total off of that draft. After I sell everything for, you know, max prices. Maybe not 70K, maybe 50K. He's only 20. I thought he was closer to 30, 35K there. But yeah, that is absolutely phenomenal. We'll get rid of this guy here. Anything in the duplicate pile? Some good position modifiers again. And a chem star there as well. Got 4 duplicate items. Ceballos, Caputo, Castro and Benkovic. Now, Castro is usually worth a little something, so we'll sell him. The rare gold's obviously not really worth the most. And then Benkovic, 900 on bid. We actually packed him in one of the first packs as well. So I might have to go back in and sell him. But that, guys, was fantastic. I do think we're probably close to 50k profit off of that draft, which is absolutely phenomenal. I might put another draft in this video. If not, it will be some rivals games just to make sure we can consolidate rank 2. And I want to get myself back into Division 5 at the very least before the rewards are given out, so that I can get Division 5 rewards next week, of course. So that's probably what we'll do for the rest of this video. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. As we get into the draft gameplay, of course, as you know, we won this draft. I then built and won, I think, another draft. I can't remember. You'll see it anyway. We've got some comments today. We've got about 20 minutes worth of gameplay and stuff going on here today. So let's get into the comments straight away. The first one is from Guide YT. He says, nobody. By the way, where did this meme start from with me? I know where some of the memes with me start from, but where did this meme of the nobody and then NepentheZ and then people put something, sometimes even innocuous. They're like, nobody, blank space, NepentheZ. What's up, guys? NepentheZ here. What do you want me to do? Just not speak? Is that what you want from me? Come on, man. He says, nobody. And then he says, Nep, I can sell these bronze contracts to 5k to lazy buyers. You would be surprised if somebody wants to test it out and provide some feedback. I reckon if you listed 100 bronze contracts at 5k, like 4.9 to 5k, and continued relisting them throughout the day, I guarantee you will sell some. I guarantee it. I don't think it's an efficient way of trading, because you'll probably sell 1 to 10 throughout the day, right? Which if you sell up towards 10 a day and all you're doing is relisting 100 bronze contracts per hour, making 50k a day off that wouldn't be too bad. But if you're selling 1 a day, making 5k a day to completely eat up your trade pile, not worth it. But in a nutshell, people buy anything and everything. The amount of times people buy players by accident for 10k on the web app because they just click a player and then they accidentally click purchase now is crazy. And it's the same thing. If you just got a player, let's say I don't know, NepentheZ, right? And you just listed 100 of him for 10k, I guarantee you would sell a couple a day just to people that are either lazy buyers or that have accidentally bought. It's the same way that they accidentally list players, you know, when people accidentally min list players and you can pick those up. It's insane. But in terms of lazy buyers, I think I showed in the last video how lazy buying works. But yeah, people buy things because they CBA, man. You know, this market is there to be manipulated, to be exploited. And it's really easy to do. The problem with it is, and one of the reasons why I'm playing so much more this year than last year, is that it is so boring, man. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm picking up hundreds of consumables and selling hundreds of consumables for some profit. And I'm sitting there thinking, this just isn't worth my time. Like, I want to enjoy my time on the game this year. And it's just not worth my time. But it is worth my time because I am still doing it. So Wolfsburg says, preferred the FIFA 19 team. I felt more attached to the players and the pack luck was insane. You are right. The pack luck was mental on that game last year. You know, people think I'm on the red list this year still as well. Every time I pack anything, oh, red list again. Man, I've opened so many packs this year and I have got 2 notable pulls. Road to the final, Jordi Alba from a 2-player upgrade pack, and Mohamed Salah from Foot Rivals rewards about a month ago. Other than that, we are talking now top 100 squad battles rewards, a whole bunch of Elite 1 squad battles rewards, Division 2, 3, and 4 Foot Rivals rewards. We're talking, you know, 1 set of Elite rewards in Champs, and then loads of golds, 1s, 2s, and now 3s coming up this week. And I've got 2 players that have any value. Like, it's been tough this year, man. Which is why, even though we've got a team that probably is not quite as good as last year's team, I actually feel like this year's account was much harder to work with. And what you got to remember as well is I've won 33 drafts now. By this time last year, I'd only won about 14 drafts. So I've got almost 20 extra draft wins under my belt, and I still haven't packed a massive player from it. So yeah, the 19 team was good, but I do like the 20 team. I like what we're working towards here. There was actually a comment that I wanted to talk about in yesterday's video that I didn't get to, and I haven't got here, but I'll just paraphrase, I suppose. And the guy asked, like, what is your aim? Like, what are you going for? What are you saving for? What are the coins for? And right now, I'm honestly, what my aim is to get to around 10 million coins for Team of the Year. I don't know if I'll quite get there. You know, as I say, I think right now, I think honestly, and this is I'm not trying to overstate the value of certain consumables or certain players or anything, and I'm not trying to understate either. If I sold everything that I had as a tradable, which I won't, but it just in theory, because like for me to sell everything that I have as a tradable would mean selling over 3,200 players, which even if we sold 100 per hour would still take 32 hours, and I'm not doing that, right? So I'm not going to sit here and sell every single player that I have. We're going to keep churning the club as we have been doing. But if we sold every tradable item in the club right now, I think I would be over 3 million coins, which is a good spot to be at, especially with the fact that we'll have about 9 weeks worth of rewards. No, about 8 weeks. Yeah, eight or 9 weeks worth of rewards between now and Team of the Year. So that'll be another whole bunch of coins, you know, just from rewards alone and marquee matchups every week and more league SBCs that come and more drafts in the meantime. Like, I'm hoping that we'll be at a bare minimum of 5 million coins just from earning coins from playing the game, and then hopefully picking up another 5 or so million coins from trading and flipping consumables and players and stuff over the next 7 or 8 or 9 weeks as well. So the aim is to have 10 million coins for Team of the Year so that I can just go and buy a Team of the Year attacker that I'm going to play with for the rest of the game, basically. Whether that's Messi, whether that's Mbappe, probably would be Mbappe. And he'll probably be 6 or 7 million coins, maybe even 8 million coins. So, you know, a lot of it will go on him. And then with whatever I've got left, I'll buy another Team of the Year player. But basically, I just want a full high-end Team of the Year team as quick as possible. I know, like, people that run the foot market, Nick, I know I'm sure he has tens of millions of coins already, and he has the ability to play with anything he wants. And, you know, he's just... honestly, just an absolute master at this game. You know, he's just a guy that understands every facet of this game inside out better than almost anybody I've ever seen, right? He's top 100 level gameplay player. He's one of the best in the world, one of the best in the, you know, in the scene in terms of understanding how the market works and being able to manipulate that to his advantage. He's one of the best creators and entertainers that we have in the industry. Like, and it's nice for me to see someone like that and feel like I want to be that level. I want to be that kind of all-rounder that is as good as possible at everything that I can do. And I think it's fair to say that gameplay, we know where I'm at with gameplay, right? I'm an elite level player. For me to get better than that, I need to sort out the mental side of the game because I let it get to me way too much. I let this game affect me emotionally way too much. But in terms of trading, I'm like a silver 2 level trader, right? And I want to up my game in trading. So I'm taking measures to get towards that. But as I say, one of the things that kind of always sets me back is it's just boring. It's just genuinely super, super boring. But anyway, Jack Robinson says, moral of the story is don't do SBCs from minor leagues. The true moral of the story is don't do any SBCs ever. You don't need SBC cards ever, literally. There are always ample amounts of tradable cards on the market that are usually cheaper or worth more than SBC cards. And with SBC cards, EA used to give them big boosts, and they used to be the value of the SBC card used to be kind of like related to the market in the sense of, so for example, when Player of the Month Aubameyang came out, what I think EA used to do and what I think they should do now is if this player was tradable on the market, how much would he sell for? And then, okay, so this is, let's say he would have sold for 600,000 coins. I think at that point, he should be like a 250k SBC. I don't think, you know, because if you buy a tradable version for 600,000 coins, even in a massive market crash, it's like unlikely it will go less than, say, 400,000 or 300,000 coins, right? Until the very end of the game cycle, in which case the whole thing's different anyway. So to ask people to pay, like, at one point, almost 500,000 coins for that Player of the Month Aubameyang, which it was just a big waste of coins. Like, the untradable cards have no value other than being usable in-game or in a future SBC as soon as you get them, right? Which means that they should be considerably cheaper than any counterparts that are on the market. And in the sense of, say, Theo Walcott, like, I think it was a good SBC. He's played, you know, over 200 games for us. He's done a good job for us. But even him at 120 or 130k, that should have been like a 40 or 50k card, like, as an untradable, because there's so many options out there. There's so many cards out there. It wouldn't have made any real difference. Robinho says, invested in Pepe, but he's never in the squad for Ireland. And what's worse, dude, is that Ireland are now out. They lost 6-1 to Germany and they're done. So Who knows if he's even going to go to the Euros? 100 subs with a couple of videos says, there's not a lot of content when this vid is uploaded. So yes, ultimately, I mean, it is a video that I wanted to get in there anyway. I wanted to kind of give people a full-on breakdown of where I am in the game. But in terms of content, as I kind of showed a little bit yesterday, there's nothing to play for me. That's why I'm playing a lot of draft. And, I know people want me to not confuse Draft to Glory and Road to Glory, even though they're by and large done on the same account, and this game is about having fun. But I think about what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video, right? Because obviously I have to plan every video at least a half a day to a day in advance. Think about what am I going to do for tomorrow's video? Okay, well, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to put the gameplay of me getting into rank whatever. And then secondly, I'm going to put on, say, the rewards, right? So that's tomorrow's video covered. Friday's video, I'm sitting here thinking now, okay, I need EA to do something. I need a new milestone, a new season objective, a new league SBC. I need something because I've done all the season objectives other than week 2 gold. And hey, guess what? You can't make content on week 2 gold. You can stream it. People will be interested in watching your journey through stream. But in terms of video content, EA are making it very difficult for Road to Glory to have everyday content. And hey, it's not there. EA aren't here to make my life easier for getting videos. I understand that. It's on me to use the tools that we have to our availability to make the content on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, the truth of the matter is there is just not a lot to play for right now, and I that's why I'm super sad in as to why EA don't really do way more with milestones. I feel like I should be overburdened with things to do. Not because that's what I necessarily want or what I think is best for me personally, but it's just when I look at all the other games that have live content that are considered, live games. You look at Call of Duty, you look at live services, should I say? You look at Call of Duty, you look at Destiny, you look at games like, God, I had one in my mind there. I can't remember it now. But NBA 2K, Madden, MLB The Show, these things have items that you can grind towards that is unreasonable for you to be able to complete in a short amount of time. And I want to see that on FIFA. I want to go into the milestone section and just have something that I'm constantly working towards. And this is where people are like, oh, you contradict yourself. You say this one's too hard, too much of a chore, not a grind. What things like MLB The Show and NBA 2K and Madden and stuff do is they allow you to complete towards objectives without kind of I guess destroying your gameplay experience. So you can use whatever team you want and still work towards an objective. There's some stuff in Madden offline where you can work towards a really high player where you just have to beat every team offline on the highest difficulty. And once you do that, or it's 200 games or something like that. And once you get through it, you get an insane player and you get loads of stuff along the way. But with EA, it's win 5 games, but with a team that we know you don't give a damn about and don't really want to play with. And that's where it gets really frustrating. I want my gameplay experience to be enhanced, not reduced. And with what EA are giving us right now, I personally feel like it's reducing people's gameplay experience because they're trying to force people into doing certain things for no other reason than personal selfish gain, but mostly within mind personal selfish gain. And what I mean by that is every time you see an objective that forces you to go and play King of the Hill, or forces you to go and play max chemistry, or forces you to go and play squad battles, the reason why they do that is so at the end of the year they can go back to their shareholders and say, hey, you know that friendlies thing that we put in? Look at that, it's doing great. Loads of people are playing it. But people aren't playing it because they want to play it. They're playing it because they're getting pigeonholed into doing it. Otherwise, they miss out on a possible objective. And I don't think that's the way it should go. If you want me to play max chemistry, if you want me to play mystery ball, set a milestone in there. Because mystery ball is about the randomness, right? Why not have milestone players that you can earn through mystery ball that have random max boosts? I guess the scream cards. But let's say, score 400 goals, or let's say you could even do it 100, 250, 500 and 1,000. So you can earn up to 4 players from mystery ball goals, right? Score 100 goals in mystery ball whilst having the shooting boost on. And for it, you get an Olivier Giroud 86 rated card, but that has 99 shooting, right? How, like, I would play for that because it would be something that I can work towards without handicapping my squad, without being pigeonholed into something for another objective somewhere down the line. It's just something that I could just work towards over time. I'm going to have to go and play mystery ball. I'm going to have to wait till I get the shooting boost and I'm going to score a goal and that's going to help me. But when the passing boost is on, or when the dribbling boost is on, or when the pace boost is on, and I score goals with these objectives too, they also work towards another player, but instead, you know, having a pass boost. So for example, score 250 goals with the passing boost on, or assist 250 goals with the passing boost on, and you get yourself an 85 rated Jack Wilshere that has 99 passing. How amazing would that be? That's the sort of stuff I want in the game. That is a constant thing there where I'm constantly like, okay, I've got to carry on now playing for this. I've got to now carry on playing for that. I've got to now carry on playing for that. I want to go into max chemistry because if I can score 150 goals in max chemistry with goalkeepers, I'm going to earn myself a 90 rated Jack Butland, right? I want to go and do that. I want to go and start working towards that. But for some reason, EA are like, oh, here's Milestone Politano. Cool. Like, also win 300 games in squad battles, rivals and champs. That's your milestones. That's it for the year. Now, will they add more milestones? Probably. But are they going to be at a time where it's like relevant? Probably not. Like, why are we waiting? Why don't we have this stuff right here, right now? I don't understand. Denholm says, hold up. Did Nep just drink a cup of tea through a straw? It was coffee. And yes, it's a metal straw. And the reason being is because when you drink a lot of coffee, it stains your teeth. If you drink it through a straw, doesn't hit the teeth, doesn't stain the teeth. It's a win. It's a win. You should try it. And obviously you can't use a paper straw or plastic straw for a hot drink. It will melt it, or just paper straws are disgusting anyway. Jose says, you actually like Politano? He's been very disappointing for me. I really do. He's probably one of my favorite players in the team, actually. He just has everything, man. As we've talked about it a little bit before, I'm not going to go out there and say he's Messi level. He's not. But he's not far off. You know, in terms of the two players themselves, if we get Politano up, the difference in stats is quite dramatic. Obviously, they're both 4-star, 4-star. When we compare him to, and maybe that's why EA haven't given any more milestones, because maybe they're like, holy crap, Politano has proven to be far too good. We can't keep giving these kind of players out. And again, I don't agree with that's the way it should be, but that's the way it is. So Politano has a bit more pace, and then obviously 8 less dribbling, 7 less shooting, 6 less passing. Then very similar physicals and defending, and pace a bit more. So he's like, in terms of like, if you count, like Messi is outside of icons, the best player in the game this year, right? Which is great. For the first time ever, we can say that in such a long time. Normally it's Ronaldo's the best. Gareth Bale's up there as some of the best. You know, the tanks were always the most overpowered players. This year, it's brilliant to be able to say Lionel Messi is the best non-icon player in FIFA 20. I love that, right? Maybe Neymar. Some people might prefer Neymar. I personally think Messi is, right? So if Messi's like the number one in terms of right wings, high agile, 4-star, 4-star, Politano is probably out there as like the number 3 or number 4, in my opinion. And again, I'm talking non-icons, right? You could argue that Sterling fits in there, that Salah is up there, but Politano, he's just up there as like the 2nd, 3rd or 4th best right midfield that could be used as a camera or striker without any shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. So we did win the draft, another draft there again, guys. I have got a couple more comments. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get through them all. And Donny says, Nep, are you ever going to bring back the series, the best team in FIFA? I'm not, and the reason why is because it's just too competitive, FIFA now. The best team in FIFA used to be me building a team that one of you guys would have loved or used, you know, literally building one of your guys' teams and playing with it in Division 1 in the old FIFA, where the level of player wasn't great, right? For me, who's a relatively decent player, I was able to actually play with a team, have fun with a team, and actually experience the team in semi-casual gameplay, and then give my opinions on it. 2 things have changed now. Number 1, with the introduction of rivals, there's no casual game anymore. So it's near impossible to just go and experiment with a team and see how it plays, because you're just playing against the hardest people you're ever going to play against. And number two, with the introduction of SBCs, so many untradeable cards, and red player picks and stuff, it's very difficult for me to build somebody's team. Like if somebody has a team and they have Schweinsteiger in it, the SBC one, I don't have him, so I can't build that team and do that anymore. So it just kind of like made it a bit difficult. Like the game has just conspired against me being able to do that. Not to say that I can't do another squad building series of some sort, but for right now, it's not really on the cards. But there you go, guys. This is going to be the end of the video. We made some good profit out of that draft, even though we got the worst reward right there. But 2 more draft wins in a row, which is quite fantastic. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.